Oh, we're recording. Oh. Yes, we have in fact stooped to this level. You wanna know why? I no longer fucking have a computer, so... Thanks, friends! I'm sorry. Anyway. I wanted to make a video because I was doing good, guys. I was actually keeping a schedule. You should be proud of me. But, now we're here. I was like, okay, I want to make a video, but what is there to do on mobile that's not boring? So we're doing Are You Empty Inside quiz, which, guys, no, this is fitting, okay? Don't leave. I see you trying to click off right now. Stop it. Okay. Hi, friend, what made you click on this quiz? I feel so alone and depressed. Life is just void of right now. Yes. Yeah. Guys, I was depressed, so I'm allowed to joke about this, okay? Just leave me alone. Do you have any passions or hobbies? Yes. Do you have... Oh, I read that wrong. What about any dreams or aspirations? I'm sorry if you can hear me breathing, by the way. I have a really sensitive microphone on my headphones. Yes, but they seem silly at times. Do you have friends or family that support you? No, I have no one. No, I have support. Okay. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years? Do people actually, like, plan for the next 5 to 10 years? Because the future gives me anxiety. Like, let's be so for real. Do you guys actually do that? I don't. Like, I think about the future, I'm like, oh, that sent me into panic. Guess I'll just not think about it. It's fine. I have, like, a year plan, and it stops there. You just gotta work with that. Oh no, my phone turned off. That was scary. Dead or living alone with lots of cats. I haven't thought about it really. I have 4 cats, by the way, so this would kind of fit, I guess. Having a family of my own, no, that's my worst nightmare, but working my dream job, that would be fun. How do you cope with life's challenges? I don't. I usually just shut down and cry or think about ending my life. Find something that... No, this one's more me, honestly. How is your self-esteem? I'm amazing. I think I'm the best person ever, actually, so... You all should think that, too. You should all think you're the best, too. And that I'm the best, obviously, because I am. Because you're all amazing. Anyway, that was a little too sentimental. Let's continue. Complete the sentence. Life is... what you make it, I guess. Oh, I can choose all of them. Immediately, yes. Choose some lyrics from my favorite band. Does anybody know who this band is? I'm very curious now. But I think we're chosen like our... I don't want to read this out loud. It sounds like poetry. And Writer's Craft made me hate poetry. Like, you do not understand how much hatred I hold for the poetry unit. It was actually terrible. They're like, what do you think the meaning of this poem is by the title? I don't know. Leave me alone, please. I don't want to find the meaning of this. And I do like writing. It's just that part of the entire course I hated. Okay, we'll go with that one, I guess. What is that? Okay. Me and you, for real? Except we have to have a third wheel, okay? That's a really weird image to put up. I actually hate dolls, by the way. They're creepy. I guess we'll go with this one. No. Although you may experience loneliness at times, you have many reasons to live. I bet you even have some short and long-term goals you're hoping to accomplish. Hang in there, it gets easier. Okay, well, let's find another one. I don't know how long I can make this video, because I do actually have some stuff to do in, like, 30 minutes. What if I just start harassing computer companies and being like, please give me a free computer, please? No, I wouldn't actually do that. I'm trying to get one. I was supposed to get one, like, months ago, but life happens, so here we are. Petition for me to get a computer 2025. A psycho/sociopath. I want to take this one specifically because I took psychology and I loved it. This is based off research and proven facts of behaviors and symptoms of ASPD, antisocial personality disorder. Oh, I may fail this quiz. To find out if you should talk/get help. Because I don't like people. Not like that. I don't like talking to people. I have social anxiety. It depends, because there's some people I just click with immediately, you know? Like, I can have a full conversation with them, because the way I make friends is I, like, overshare and tell my entire life to somebody. And, like, by grade 5, people started to tell me I gave them too much information. And I was, like, already isolated by grade 4. Nobody really clicked with me at all in my school. And I moved schools a lot, like, a whole lot every year. So, probably didn't help my situation. But, yeah, I struggle with people. I hope I sound less, I've noticed in my videos I have a very neutral tone where, like, I sound very bored in my videos. And I didn't notice it till I was, like, listening to them back. I was like, I do not sound like how I would sound if I was conversing with someone that I really like my older sister or, like, one of my friends. So I'm working on that. I hope you guys can kind of see personality shining through, because I do have a personality, I promise. I'm not a robot. Or maybe I am, and I'm just tricking you. Anyway, let's actually start this. What's your opinion on laws/rules that general society has agreed on? You know, technically speaking, laws/rules only work because the majority of society has agreed to follow them, and if we all just stopped following certain laws, or, like, stopped putting people with power, if we just, like, stopped listening to them, they wouldn't be able to do anything. Did that make sense? I don't know. I think about that kind of stuff a lot, though. I think laws/rules do have a purpose. Some of them are stupid, but I think a lot of them are there for a reason, and that they were put in place for good reason, depending on the law. It really depends on the situation, though. I understand why they are there and what their purpose is, but I honestly don't care enough to follow through with them. See, this is more me. I agree on some, disagree on some. How would you handle it when someone who's always been nice to you is clearly upset? I've kind of learned I'm really bad at comforting people, because I have this friend, and she's a sensitive person, just like me. I'm a sensitive person, so, like, I can get upset over small things sometimes, but I step back. I'm not gonna stop being your friend over something small. That's dumb. But I don't soften my words, is what I've learned. Because she was telling me about something that happened that she was upset about, and I was like, oh, that sucks. Guys, I thought I was being comforting, but that was not comforting. So I've had to, like, get more emotional in depth with things. Or, like, I'll just say why instead of may I ask, why I'm not being polite enough in my speaking in the way I would like to be, because I never want to make anyone uncomfortable or feel like I'm disrespecting them. It's just my responses are a little too forward. I hope you understand. I understand why they're upset, but honestly, I could care less. That's their own problem. No, I feel deep empathy for everyone. I would empathize with people who bullied me. Okay? I actually have done that. I'll try to comfort them to the best of my ability. I think they're being stupid/irrational, but it's expected of me to help. I'd feel really, really bad and try to help any way I could. See, that would be me. I honestly just wouldn't care. Not because I'm a monster, I just don't understand emotions sometimes. Speaking of emotions. Emotions. I didn't know not everyone was deciphering their feelings. Like, I've done a lot of research into something recently. Not recently, it was actually a few months ago, but I've just kind of remained obsessed with it. But I thought everybody was doing this. Like, you connect your emotions to physical feelings. Like, if I have anxiety, I can only decipher it if it's the same anxiety that ties my stomach in knots. So, like, my mother, one time I was throwing up because I had something to go to. And she was like, no, that's anxiety. And then I got really mad at her because I'm like, no, it's not. I know if it was, because my stomach would be tied in knots. Or, like, when I'm angry, my body starts physically trembling and stuff, you know? So I have to have that tie to physical things, or else I don't think it's that emotion, you know? Or I can't decipher what it is. I also have a really hard time deciphering when I'm hungry or not. I just can't tell at all. Is that a bad thing? Do you guys know anything about that? Why does my phone keep turning off? Stop it. I'm talking. How frequently do you lie? I lied a lot as a kid. Like, actually, all the time. Because I really wanted attention. I know most people probably wouldn't admit that, but, yeah, it's something I feel deep shame about. Because it was just wrong of me to do that, and I try to avoid lying at all costs. I'm a really bad liar. I try but usually fail either from getting anxious or being a bad actor. No, I'm a good actor, but I'm a bad liar because I'm literally going into acting. So I'm a good actor. I'm just not good at lying to people. It's different acting. Should I get into depth on that? I don't think I have the time. I'd love to get into depth on that. Maybe in a different video. Okay. I think I lie a normal amount. I mean, everyone lies a bit in their life. I find a lot of people lie in conversation. Like, why would you ask me how I'm doing if you don't actually want to know? Like, people, they're like, how are you? I'm like, oh, not so great, this happened. They're like, okay, actually, I did not want to know. So why did you ask is the real question, actually. I lie a lot about everything. I will make up stories that aren't real for attention or to fit in sometimes. I can't help it at this point. It's just habit. That was me as a kid. I was an impulsive liar, I guess you could say. I lie a lot for safety and to get what I need sometimes. You need to do that to get what you want. I find I actually feel like this one's me. No, I think I lie a normal amount. I don't know how to feel about that question. How connected are you to others? Not very connected. I have like 2 close friends max. I don't know if this comes as a surprise, but people really don't like me. Or at least we don't click on that level. I don't have the same interests as everyone else, and also I act like a weirdo. I'm kind of loud when I'm comfortable with you, because I have no volume control. Because everybody says I'm too quiet, because then I'm not passionate about a subject. And then I'm passionate, I'm happy, and I'm getting loud, and people are like, oh my god, can you not? My bad, gang. I thought we were hanging out and having a good time. My fault, I guess. How connected are you to others? I'm very close. I enjoy making friends and being around people. It's not hard to connect. I have like a week every few months where I want to go outside all the time. And then I'm tired and I don't want to see people. Unless it's my friends. I mean, like strangers. I'll be okay meeting strangers. And that's not often because I get like anxiety and I pick at my skin and everything. I have earplugs because noises bother me so much. I have a specific group of people I hang out with but have a hard time connecting with others that aren't them. Yeah, except it's like one person. I feel completely alienated from everyone. I don't think I like them, nor do I really want to. I've never been around someone who really just gets me. That was me before I met like my friend in high school. I never clicked with anybody in that way, and it actually shocked me how much he understood me and how well I got along with him and how happy I actually felt. Because before that, I was just trying to conform. Like, I didn't even know who I was. I was just trying to fit into this one specific group. And I only had one friend. And she left me. And then I had to do this, like, whole self-discovery thing because I had no idea who I was at all. I don't know if many of you can relate to that. But even if you're in that situation right now, trust me, it can get better, okay? I can't promise it will, but it might. And you're gonna eventually find people who want to be around you. And if you don't, I'm always here, okay? You may not know me personally, and I may not know you, but just know that if I did know you personally, I would want you to be yourself, okay? That was weird. Anyway. Not in, like, weird in a bad way, but I'm being sentimental because I've been in that spot, and I don't like the idea of anybody else being there. I want to connect so bad, but I just can't no matter how hard I try. I think I might be the problem. No, I have a specific group of people. It's mostly my family, and then, like, 2 other people who I met. One of them I never actually met in real life. You may be like, oh, that person's definitely an old man who's taking advantage of you. No, if they're an old man, it's been, like, 5 years. If they're that locked in, if they are seriously trying to get me this bad, they can have me at this point. Have you ever messed with someone just for the fun of it? In, like, a joking manner, or, like, seriously fucked with them? Because with my entire family, yes, I joke with them. I'll be like, Elle, imagine having that problem. But that's how we get along. We, like, bully each other. Or, like, someone will ask me to do something, I'll say no, and then I'll walk away and actually go do it, because I think it's the funniest thing ever. Yeah, sometimes I get bored and just kind of feel like it. Yeah, some people deserve it. I don't like being disrespected, and I won't respond to it well. Oh, that's fair, actually. I would... You know what? it's not so much me getting disrespected. It's if anybody disrespects anybody who's been nice to me or is in my inner circle, I will immediately resort to calling you out and violence. Violence. I was actually a pretty violent child. Like, my older sister and I got bullied a lot. So, she would run over to me because my sister ran her mouth so much as a kid. She's awesome though. She was like completely savage. She did not care. She would just tell you what she was thinking. And so she'd run over to me because people were like getting mad at her and trying to beat her up for it. So I'd beat them up. I'd beat up kids who were 3 years older than me. Because she's 4 years older than me, but she got held back a grade. But then she skipped a grade in high school. It's hard to explain. I hope you understand. No, I can't. If I tried, I'd feel too bad. No, I don't understand how anyone gets something from those things. I don't know. I guess that one. Do you ever do before you think? If I'm heated, yes. But most times I'm a very cautious person. I think through everything. But I will yell at you if you go at anybody who's like close to me, because how dare you? Those are the sweetest people on earth. No, I have to plan everything in ahead so I don't mess up. Yeah, but I'm not stupid. I know I can do it. I'm really impulsive, but then realize after I shouldn't have done that. Sometimes, but rarely. That's me. Do you ever have fits of rage for seemingly no reason? No. I have fits of rage because people misbehave or piss me off, but I try to calm myself down because I really don't like how angry I do get, because sometimes I'm fearful. I'm like, am I going to hurt someone? I don't think I ever have. In a fit of rage. Outside of a fit of rage? Maybe. In a fit of rage, no. I've never hurt someone. Because I try to be very in control. Because my anger is extreme. Not really, I can get in my lows, but I never get super, super angry. Yes, very frequently I end up hurting myself or others or breaking stuff. I've done this. So, like, if I get angry or stressed out enough, I, like, involuntarily start hitting myself. Don't know what that means, but, you know. Yeah, but I have a firm grip on how to control it. Yeah, that's about it. Are you responsible? Yes, everything that's hidden to me is always done. I don't like being behind. It depends for me. Like, I have a lot of responsibility, I think, because I've done quite a lot for the people I love. And I like to be on top of things, but then there's just days I feel like I can't do it. I have no energy. I feel like stuck, like I can't move. Like, sometimes some stuff is just so hard and you just feel like you're stuck. And that's okay. We all have those days. We all have some weeks like that. But we try and keep on top of things even though we don't want to do them. Average amount, I get behind sometimes, but I catch up. I think I'm pretty healthy in my responsibility. Yeah, I think that's me. No, I have really bad memory and tend to forget things. I do try to get stuff done. It's just so hard sometimes. I have bad memory sometimes when people tell me stuff. Like, I've had times where someone told me something like 1 second ago, and I literally just did not hear them, I guess. And I was like, you did not say that. No, you didn't say that to me, I swear. And they're like, I did though. You just weren't listening. Or people think I'm being lazy when I say, like, I want to shower, but I can't move. I'm not joking. I literally can't move. I feel stuck in place. It's just a lot of energy goes into it, you know? Honestly, no, I don't care enough to do something stupid for no reason. If I don't want to do it, I'm not going to. No. I know that we all have to do stuff we don't want to do, so, it really depends on certain things. I think average amount. Is anyone in your family diagnosed with ASPD? Not that I know of. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. I apologize. Was your childhood chaotic / lacking structure, abuse, neglect, freaking house change? I did have freaking house change. We moved like every year. So should I say yeah or sometimes? Because I wasn't like abused or neglected. We just moved houses a lot. My mom was great. She was a single mom for 9 years. Actually, not 9 years, because my sister's 4 years older than me. So she was... What's 4 more than 9? I suck at math. Don't judge me. 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 years. She was a single mom for 13 years. And then my stepdad came into the picture. Chaotic, lacking structure. I'm just gonna say sometimes. Do you deal with homicidal / suicidal behaviors and thought? I did. But I don't anymore, so I'm gonna say no. Do you struggle with substance addiction? And it wasn't homicidal, by the way, it was suicidal. I wasn't thinking of killing people. I was thinking of hurting myself. But that was just like for an entire summer, and then I was fine. Do you struggle with substance addiction? Does sugar count? Because if so, that's it. No. Who do you think is most at fault for all the bad in your life? Why would I blame anyone else? I don't want to blame myself either. Bad shit happens and I can't control it. Nobody, not every... Okay, good, there is an option. Do you really do illegal things for the fun of it? Oh yeah. I'm a real felon out here. No, I stay inside 99% of the time. No, that makes me really anxious and I'd be too scared to get caught. Yeah, I've actually always been the goody two-shoes kind of friend. My friends would all be like, oh, let's go do this. And I'd be like, oh, no, there's a rule against that. I'm going to stay here. You guys go have fun. And it also gives me anxiety to stand alone in a hallway when there's people, like, all in groups. Like, especially in high school. People would be all in groups and I'd be standing alone in a hallway and, like, people are definitely looking at me. And, like, I'd have so much anxiety. How do you do with long-term relationships? I've never been in a relationship, can't tell you. It's because I'm just too cool for all of them. Also, I'm a lesbian. It's kind of hard to find those kind of people, I guess. That would be into me. And I'd be into that. Because you want to be... I said yes to... Hold on. Okay. So there is actually a story. I have been in a relationship, technically. But I don't consider it a relationship because they asked me out. They don't go by, she, her anymore. So, they. Everybody go say they. Okay. Work with me here. They asked me out. And I felt so bad that I didn't like them back that I said yes. And I know that's terrible. But, like, I didn't want to hurt someone's feelings because I've, like, confessed to somebody before and had them say no. And it really hurt my feelings. But also, I was kind of obsessed, so good on them. I kind of needed that. And they never encouraged me either. They were like, no, I see you as a sister and stuff. I was like, bad. It's a thing. But, past that. Anyway, that ended badly, by the way. That relationship, it ended really badly. I was in grade 8. They were really upset when I ended things with them. But, we're here. We've all moved on. We're good. I don't talk to them anymore, but I do hope they're doing well. Wow, there's literally no answer for I haven't been in one. I'll just do they scare me then. Do you ever act irrationally / do socially unacceptable things? All the time. I don't know what socially is acceptable, but everything I do seems not to be socially acceptable. Like, sorry, gang. I don't even notice when I'm, like, rocking back and forth. There's something I do. And then, people look at me weird. Like, guys, let me do that. Or, like, when I flap my hands when I get, like, stressed out or too happy and I have too much energy and then I just flap them, you know? That kind of stuff, and people look at me weird. On accident. I don't mean to, and I feel bad / confused after. Yeah, that's me. No, I try to blend in the best I can. I hate unwanted attention. I do try to blend in, but it doesn't work. Yeah, I do it for the reaction because I think it's amusing. I understand it's not accepted. Sometimes usually feel like an idiot after. No, on accident. How frequently are you bored? If I'm not obsessed with something all the time and I feel like I'm just waiting to go to bed because I don't have a current obsession that's like running like insanely through my head consistently. Like, and then that's all I want to do. Like, I want to eat, sleep, breathe that thing. And everything else is boring. Right now, it's Splatoon 2. I've been playing that non-stop. But then it's been giving me headaches because I haven't been on my Switch for so long that it's like, you have to adjust to technology again, you know what I mean? So it depends. I guess no matter what I do, I'm bored and content. I'm just kind of like that. That makes sense in a way for me, but it's not entirely true. Like, I'm not always bored, there's just sometimes I'm bored, you know? It depends on if I'm obsessed with something, as I said, or if I find something that can keep my interest for, like, at least an hour. How attentive are you? I'm always aware of my surroundings and I remember everything I do and say. I have a hard time focusing or recalling memories. I think I'm pretty normal. I'm attentive but always forget anyways. I remember everything but have a hard time staying in the moment. I listen when most people talk to me, unless they're saying like something incredibly boring and I zone out. I can't. I try very hard. Or like when they're telling me what to do with my life, I don't do well with that at all. Like, I really gotta go soon. It's 2:43. Okay, let's finish this quiz and then I'll end this. Okay. I'm always aware of my surroundings. I don't know. I'm attentive to things most of the time. I just don't always remember everything. Like, I'm really bad with names, birthdays. But I'll likely remember if you tell me something about a show or like your favorite thing. I hope that makes sense. I'm attentive but always forget it anyways. Did any of these questions feel like an attack or make you feel defensive? No, not at all. Nope. You may have a symptom or two, but that could be personality or symptoms of other disorders. Okay, so we've found out I'm not a psycho or sociopath. Guys, I'm verified. You can fully watch me without any fear that I may be secretly a serial killer. Speaking of, I've actually been watching Criminal Minds a lot more lately. I have on and off with Criminal Minds because there's so many seasons. Eventually, you just drop out of it, get into other stuff, and then you come back and you binge watch a whole season. So good. I'm on season 7 currently. My friend introduced me to it last year. So I've been on and off with watching it. It used to be watching 4 episodes every day. Because I do have a life. I know it's surprising. I do. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's not my usual content. I'm gonna have to keep up with stuff like this because I do not have a computer, as I said. But, I think that this could work. And honestly, in my head, I'm the most successful YouTuber out there, you know? I'm amazing, you know what I mean? I hope you all have a great day, and I shall see you all in the next one.